Hello and welcome back. My name is Andrew Kallman, and today we're talking about Mindset 1 in Guerrilla Leadership, the four lenses. If you've read our books, you'll be very familiar with this. The leadership takeaways for this video are asymmetry arises from people, teams, products, and organizational leadership. And in the products, we include services and results, along with programs, processes, line management, any of the other management disciplines. And then in the organizational leadership section, we include the portfolio level on up. The four lenses are straightforward. It's the individual, team, product, and organization. And so this sort of creates, if you follow that pattern, it sort of creates a U, and that U stands for unified, and it also stands for you as an individual, because there's people in all four of these areas. Our formula for flow is vision plus the right people plus the 4D model equals flow. And we've adjusted that slightly in this new iteration of Guerrilla Leadership, where we're focusing on the mindsets from the individual, team, product, and organization perspective. As I shared in the last video, asymmetries abound in all of the four lenses. It can be imbalances in leadership and power. That's never evenly distributed perfectly or symmetrically in a company. It can be imbalances or asymmetries in collaboration, communications, and language. People don't understand each other. We'll get more in depth with those topics in other videos, and I introduced it in the most recent video. And even if we get people on the same page understanding each other, that doesn't mean they agree. And so we need to work on that area as well. Otherwise, politics will erupt. And then we also look at the asymmetries in governance. Some companies use very heavy toll gate processes. Depending on how much regulations they have, they might have very regulated and controlled processes for getting the planning and the budgets and everything done. Now, we can leverage these asymmetries in all these four lenses and win. And so that's the whole goal of this. So helping the leadership leverage it from their perspective and the portfolio level, and then helping the product teams and the program teams and everyone else in between leverage it from their perspective, and then the teams themselves so that they can communicate with all the other parts of the organization, right on down to the individuals. If you're working with any kind of scaled methodology, originally I had tools, methodologies, and frameworks, but it really hit me here the other day. It's really just tools, rules, and structures. And so it doesn't necessarily address the mindset. And it's not just for SAFe, it's for any scaled agile framework or any kind of digitalization journey you might be on, or any kind of journey to excellence is going to be, you're going to look at it through the lenses of the tools, the rules, and the structures. It's not that it's a bad thing. It's just that if you only look at it from that perspective, you're not going to win. That's why we want you to have success, and we want it to be a sustainable journey to excellence. And so if you remember what Dr. Cotter has shared in the past, the organizational leadership needs to communicate its vision for everyone's journey to excellence 10 times more than what you would expect. If you're not doing that, the message isn't going to get through. And so in this section, in this video, I'm not going to share any war stories about how, oh, this is the best thing ever. This is a way to quickly assess the situation that you might find yourself in and be able to immediately go, okay, which of these 18 mindsets is the correct one to use? Because this first one is the basis for the 17 other mindsets. And so we're looking at somewhere between 68 and 72 mindsets, 17, 18 in the individual level, in the team level, in the product level, in the organization level. And so when you can start to identify and recognize that asymmetry arises from people's and from teams and products and the leadership, that's the first step to being able to be successful and create something that is sustainable in your journey. By the way, we're going to have the first ever global guerrilla leadership gathering. That's a mouthful to say. It's going to be Saturday, the 3rd of December, 2022. We're going to start at 3:30 in the afternoon here in Finland, and I've got all the other time zones listed there. It's going to be a Zoom meeting. The registration link is already out. It's limited to the first 100 people that sign up. It's there on my website. The cost is no charge. You get PDUs and SCUs for this, the PMI professional development units, the Scrum educational units, any of the associations that require you to do continuing education, you get 7.5 credits or 7.5 hours worth. All 18 mindsets will be taught by experienced coaches and trainers, so you're not going to have to listen to me for 7.5 hours straight. These are going to be lightning talks. The format's going to be 10 minutes of content, 5 minutes of Q&A. And then at the end of the day, we'll have a short session for any final Q&A that people might have. Thanks for stopping by. If you'd like a copy of this presentation or would like to chat, feel free to reach out to me at LinkedIn. The address is there, or on my website, and it's on my website here, andrewkallman.com, where Andrew Kallman is all one word. And the link to the Global Guerilla Leadership Gathering is there, and you can sign up there. And my email is here, and I look forward to chatting with you in person soon.